Hello, my gorgeous Capricorn. Welcome to Fifi and Gigi's tarot reading. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me. I hope you're all doing absolutely amazing and I hope you all had a great weekend. So, for this week's tarot reading, what do they want to say? What do they want to say to you, Capricorn? Let's get down to business. Let's get into it straight away. We're going to be covering quite a lot here today over at YouTube. I have received a lot of messages, and this is a specific topic that you do really want to touch base on. So let's get started, Capricorn. I'm going to be first focusing on the oracle messages, followed by the tarot. Let's have a look. What do we need to know, please? What's in this oracle message? Okay, what do we have here? Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. So this is kind of like similar to the Six of Pentacles about equal give and take, no more, no less. It's about having each other's back, respecting each other as an individual here, respecting differences of cultures, religion, whatever it is, differences of values also. What makes you, Capricorn, you, and what makes your person them? What makes them unique? Why is it that both of you are so attracted to each other? What is it that magnet that pulls you in? Very good card actually here. So it's all about equal give and take. Interesting. So I'm just going to move this over here, Capricorn. So we're going to be moving on to the tarot. So for this week, I will be using the Harmony Tarot deck. Beautiful deck. I'm just going to quickly clear the cards. And just a quick announcement, Capricorn, there will be an optional extended tarot reading. Yes, we're going to be covering what they want to say. Over at the extended, I will go a little further and deeper. I want to understand what's going on behind the scenes. What else do they want to say to you? What else do they want to express? What else do we need to know about your person and the outcome? So join me. The extended will be available down below. It will be the first link highlighted with emojis, Capricorn. Remember, it is optional. Just take what resonates with you and what doesn't, of course, leave it behind. Okay. What do they want to say to Capricorn? Want to have equal give and take. Mm. Equal give and take. It's all about balance too. Is there balance? That's the question. Is this relationship balanced? Are the scales balanced here? It's behind the deck. Interesting. So we definitely have the Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords. It's communication. So it almost feels like Capricorn, you do have your guard up, but you also have the Queen of Swords behind. The energy is that communication. You are open to communication, even though there has been pain, hurt, and sorrow, betrayal. There has you feel like almost like you've been stabbed in the back, really let down here. But you're going to have that moment of mental clarity. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's their story? I don't know. What's their story at the moment? Got the Ace of Wands. So they do want that new start, that new beginning. It's like, let's put, it's water under the bridge. Let's start over. Let's just forget about what's happened. This is the energy at the moment. And I definitely do feel that this is why they want that equal give and take card over there. It's like, let's just start over. Let's start as best friends. Let me hold your hand and let's move forward together. If anything here, because we do have the Ace of Wands, they're quite motivated though with this card to start that new cycle, that new beginning here, to move forward here. It's a very good card here with the Ace of Wands. Just knowing what energy, what's their intention, it's fantastic here. Especially it's good to know what are their intentions. What is it that they're trying to move towards? Well, they're trying to move towards the Ace of Wands here. So I definitely feel for them here. The worst is behind, and they want to put their best foot forward now. They want to be able to have fun times, the good times. They want to be able to have that, restore that friendship, be able to hold your hand, just be able to move forward and leave that negativity behind if there was any. I definitely feel there was here, especially with the Nine of Wands. Because you did have the Nine of Wands. Your Capricorn, you are intrigued. What's the communication going to be? You also have the Ten of Swords. So Capricorn, you're feeling like a little bit hurt at the moment. In other words, you feel a little bit surprised even by your person. Let's see, what else? Yeah. They're feeling they're feeling quite rejected though at the moment too. They're feeling quite rejected. Something's definitely gone down here, Capricorn, between you and your person, because we do have the Five of Pentacles here. How do they feel about you, and how do they think about you? Perhaps they're probably in their mind, they're thinking that you acted a little bit too harsh because they're feeling a little bit like the victim here, Capricorn, especially with the Five of Pentacles. It's the card of being left out in the cold, being rejected. Even this is the card of money loss too, if there was any money loss between you and your person. But they're kind of like in the state of a victim here, in a state of a victim. That almost feel like they're not. They need to kind of like I feel like almost that they need to put themselves in your shoes at the moment. With Capricorn, you've got the Ten of Swords, and it's like almost everything is catching up to them because of their actions. Whatever has happened here. Okay, let's have a look. Seven of Wands. It's like they really want to fight for this relationship. They're not ready to give up. They're not ready to wave that white flag and surrender. If anything, I feel like they really want to fight for this relationship. But it is the card of, it can be, definitely is the card of victory over opposition, but it does have its consequences. It's when someone wants to really fight for this relationship, but they're also frazzled. It's like, you got to remember in traditional tarot that usually someone here, they're either missing a shoe or they're wearing their clothes inside out. So it's like almost like they're not thinking straight too, or they're just a little bit tired. That they're chasing, they're running, and yes, definitely the wands can show exhaustion, tiredness. They really want to stand up for themselves. They want to stand up for what they believe in. What are they believing in this relationship? I'm what I'm seeing with your person here, because we are getting quite a lot of wands too, a lot of fire energy too, in the sense they still believe in this relationship and they still want to fight for it. They still want to be able to prove to you, to show to you, hey, Capricorn, I'm still worth hanging on to. Let's see. What do we have here? Wow. So we do have the lovers here. So what's going on behind the scenes? I feel like they're finally getting that epiphany. They're finally realizing, Capricorn, how much they love you. It's like they didn't realize that before, or almost like they took it for granted, but they're really starting to but I'm talking about on a different level, starting to realize how much they love you. It's like it's actually hit them like a train's come through and it's hit them, coming 100 miles per hour, and they finally realize it. Wow, I actually really do love Capricorn. How can I right the wrong? How can I make this better? So what's in, when I say behind the scenes, they're really being in tune with their feelings here. The connection that they have with you, they seriously cannot get you out of their mind here. You're definitely entertaining their thoughts. Like they're constantly thinking about you. And yeah, it's like they're getting that shock of their life here with the lovers. They're just kind of like realizing, oh, I know what I want. Okay, what else? What do we have here? The King of Cups. So, what do they want to say to you, Capricorn? We have the King of Cups. They want to say that they love you. The King of Cups, we know already what King of Cups means. It means someone wants to offer you the chalice. The King of Cups loves hard, not afraid to express their emotions. I feel like there's a really big need for your person to tell you how much they love you. I feel like they want to tell you, I need to express this to you. That this, I feel like what I'm picking up here, Capricorn, there's like an urgency for your person to tell you how they really feel. Because again, they're getting that epiphany with the lovers. The King of Cups does represent someone that could be married, that could have children already. They may have had children from a different relationship before. This could be a blended relationship because, yes, usually the King of Cups is a kind of like a father figure here that we're talking about. That's someone that's surrounded by children. It can also mean someone that really wants children in their life. What else? Mm, look at this. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the ultimate couple that have come out here. Now, this is something very important I want to point out. Capricorn, we look at your person, they're looking at the present moment here. We have the Queen of Cups that's also looking towards the past here. So there's something in the past here that needs to be resolved. There's still something that's going on in the past that's still lingering in the present moment here. And I also do feel that your person, they're trying to do everything that they can to take care of themselves, to look after themselves. It's like they needed to do some work on themselves in order to be able to see things clearly, to really understand their own emotions here. I definitely feel, even with you, Capricorn, I also feel that you're also taking care of yourself. It's very important that you do because it's very, very important to also set boundaries. Set boundaries, understanding what are your values versus your person's values. I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like your person is really taking care of themselves, but so are also you, Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel mostly with you, you're setting up boundaries too. There's just things that you're no longer going to tolerate. But it's funny how these two cards have jumped together, like they're just right next to each other. And at the same time, this again, there's unfinished business here. There's something that your person wants to tell you. There's something to do with their emotions. But we've come to that point now, Capricorn, that we're going to clarify. We're going to understand this reading a little bit more. Let's go a little bit further and deeper into these cards. Let's go further in the meaning behind each card. We'll get more information. Just a reminder, Capricorn, yes, there will be an extended tarot reading available where I want to go further with this person that's come out here. What else can you tell me about this person? Any advice, anything at all that we need to know? This extended will be available down below in the description box. Okay, let's cut the cards. This is unbelievable. The King of Cups. There he is again. Look, what's their story? Then they're feeling quite motivated to start that new cycle, that new beginning with you. It's always they want that second chance. But you saw Capricorn. I really shuffled these cards. Yet the King of Cups, water sign. So we're talking about Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone that is with the water signs, they've been very reliant on their emotions. They've really been in tune with their emotions, how they think and feel about you, especially how they feel about you. Their emotions are kind of like telling them, if you want Capricorn, you gotta get up and do something about it. Now is the time. Do something. What are you going to do? What's the next step? What's the action plan? What are you going to do? Yeah. See how they're feeling rejected by you, Capricorn. Here we have the King of Pentacles. Now we're seeing a more masculine side now here coming through. So the masculine side is showing someone, again, someone that has sticking to their boundaries, is sticking to their feelings at the moment. So they do see you as someone of great honor, though, Capricorn. Even though they feel a little bit rejected by you, at the same time, because Capricorn, you're being represented as the king of pentacles. They see someone that's very intelligent, someone that very responsible. You don't just rely on this relationship. Capricorn, you may have other things too that you take care of, your career, family. You take care of other responsibilities, but at the same time, you're not afraid. You're also not afraid, Capricorn, if you need to, for example, put your foot down, say what you need to say, you will do it. Absolutely. So they feel a little bit, what are they thinking? They're just thinking a little bit rejected by you, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, you're looking towards the future now. They're probably wondering, is this permanent? Are we never going to talk again? Are we never going to? There's always that question of what if? Seven of Wands. Look at this. We have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords also came out for you, Capricorn. They want communication with you. They want to be able to talk to you. There's something that they want to say and they want to get their message across. I will not be surprised, Capricorn, if your person keeps coming to you and they keep saying something like, I need you to listen to me. I need you to just listen to me because there's something that they need to tell you. There's something that they have to say to you. And they're not going to give up here. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep going because there's something that they need to get across to you. They need to tell you something here. And they're going to persist. They're going to persist quite a lot because what they want to tell you. Interesting. The lovers, the lovers. Tell me about they really regret their actions, Capricorn. Look at this, the Five of Cups. They're actually mourning. They're sad. They really regret what they have done. But remember, there's something that we need to remember with the Five of Cups. Look at the imagery very closely now. Yes, these cups are spilled, but there are two cups here. They're still standing. This card is like telling your person, hey, if you love Capricorn and if you're willing to do anything, you got to take action now. Meet Capricorn in the middle. Just meet Capricorn in the middle. That's all you have to do. Just cross that bridge. But I have to admit, Capricorn, at the moment, with their feelings, oh yeah, emotions are very high at the moment. This is what you don't see at the moment. They're full of regret. They're full of sadness here. And something has definitely gone down between the love that they have for you. I'm gonna say they really miss you. They're really sorry. Tell me about the King of Cups. They want to tell you. They want to talk to you about their feelings. We know that. Look at this, the Six of Pentacles. I mentioned the Six of Pentacles right at the start when we had this message. So I said, this reminds me of the Six of Pentacles. It's about equal give and take. So, of course, they do want to talk to you about their feelings. At the same time, they're willing to negotiate with you, Capricorn. How would that sit with you, Capricorn? How would you feel about that? Because at the same time, it's like almost they want to negotiate, they want to give you some sort of generous offer here. It's like, let's start again. I want to be able to I want to be able to put a lot more input here. Now remember, the Six of Pentacles is a generous offer. It's about equal give and take. No more, no less. But what I feel here, your person wants to give more than just their share, more than just their input. They really want to be a team player here, Capricorn. This is pretty amazing, I have to admit. Tell me about the Queen of Cups, please. Capricorn, you do need to rest. It's very important that you rest with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the card of healing. It's a beautiful card because you've gone through the worst already. This is why over there behind the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. You've gone through the worst part, Capricorn. Now you're in a position of healing. You are in a position of power. Why do I say that? Because with the Four of Swords, it's all about planning now. In your own time, in your own moment, you're going to feel motivated to take action. Because remember, all fours do represent, okay, what are you going to do now, Capricorn? What's your next step? What do you plan on doing with all of this? Now, you are not urged to make a quick decision. If anything, the cards are telling you, Capricorn, take all the time you need, but don't take forever. Very important that you see for yourself here what your person is coming, what they're trying to offer you. And because you are going through a moment of healing, it's not going to be tough for you to make that decision. You're going to see clearly. You will see for yourself what you need to do next. But of course, at the same time, Capricorn, what you are doing, you're considering boundaries. You're considering your own values. What's important to you? What is it that you're no longer going to compromise here? So, those are things that you need to think about in order to negotiate with your person if you choose to. Yes, the Four of Swords does show that you are in a moment of healing, Capricorn, that you are in a moment going through the time to heal now, the time to have that clear mental thought. And you will have it, because remember, behind the deck, you did have also the Ace of Swords. So you will reach that period where you're going to have that mental clarity. You definitely want that. So it is going to fall in your hands, Capricorn, what you're going to do. If you notice these cards, they're not saying yes or no. They're not saying that. If anything, these cards are saying take care of yourself first and then make that decision. But it's quite obvious what your person is going to say to you. They're going to talk about their feelings for you. They're also going to mention what they're willing to do for this relationship, that they are going to put in the work. They are going to be present because they've realized it's like they've gotten some sort of epiphany here and they're like, what the hell did I do? What am I doing here? And you'll see for yourself, Capricorn. So thank you very much, Capricorn, for joining me. I'm going to definitely be moving on to the extended. I'll definitely want to find out about this person, your person, of course. But thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic week and power to you. See you next time, Capricorn.